punch. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
You got complacent. The fight's not over yet. You
Good work, that's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back.
now get back into it. That was a terrible round, that is.
Let him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered.
Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together and go out there and put it back on him this round. He was course to this fight, and now you've let him back into it. Now, it's a tougher fight. And he's
What
going
you're doing, gaps will appear. Just stay focused.
first minute, stick on him with jab, and then start gathering your pace. And
The jab's working nice. Those 1-2 straight down.
And there's the bell to start round two. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Catch and shoot. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Good counter punch. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? That counter punch caught him clean. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. He threw a punch and just got countered. This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
How you deal with a slugger, you've got to use brain over brawn. Bull in a matador, pop, jab, move. Get them angry.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Just missed with that hook. That counter shot lands. Beautiful counter shot. Hook misses. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Holding nothing back here in the round. Nice counter shot. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Klitschko in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on the...
Smart, you were.
right, let's
Get it started in round three. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. and step back for just a moment. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Well done with that counter shot. How did they not see that uppercut coming? Klitschko is dazed. And right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What are they going to do? What are they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. He threw the hook, didn't land. Nice counter. Perfect counter shot. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Klitschko in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Good round. Feel good? Good man. Good man.
Just get your shots off.
Back at it in round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Punch, counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Ooh, Klitschko stumbling backwards. Much better game plan here.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Straight right just misses. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he scores with the counter. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice counter shot. Nice counter punch. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. punches. That right hook won't score. That's another scoring shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right.
It's a tough fight.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
A perfect counter shot. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Well done with that counter shot. Straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Swing and a miss with that hook. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That jab doesn't score. And he scores with the counter. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. I want to think of holding on here for a minute. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Klitschko in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
Come on, let him back into it. You're better than this kid. Go back.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work.
There's the bell to start round 6. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? A perfect counter shot. How about that time counter shot? When are we going to see a jab from these two? Catch and shoot. This fighter has determined that Klitschko is on the canvas. He caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
That's lights out right there. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Stamina is off the charts. Tried to score with the uppercut. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Can't score with that right uppercut. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
Can make or break a fighter.
To make mistakes and switch it off. I need you to switch back on.
Great round, great round. Now relax.
Round 7, here we go. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
God, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out?
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Whoa, we haven't seen Klitschko in this kind of trouble before. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
The stamina is off the charts. Missing with the hook. How about that time counter shot? Perfect counter shot. His stamina is off the charts. Halfway through. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You've got away with it. You can do it again.
One punch punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Good counter punching. That hook just can't find the target. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, got right. Brush it off, get on with the job.
Love that jab slick. Just keep him on the...
And we enter the 8th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Punch, counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Ooh, Klitschko stumbling backwards. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Punch, counter punch. The jab not finding its target. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so like to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he scores with the counter. Nice counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he close you down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Those counter punches have to hurt. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Klitschko in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
This is when you talk about championship material.
You're much better. He's not in your league. Come on.
Yes, I like that.
And there's the bell to start round 9. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in 1. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
This fight has a real good flow to it. A straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You'd like to see more jabs. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. The counter punching. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay?
The referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
Perfect game plan. The thing is,
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Klitschko is dazed. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you'll get caught a lot more at the end.
Beautiful counter punch. That right hook catching air. That uppercut can't get through. And he scores with the counter. Punch, counter punch. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? They exchange punches. Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. Talk about Klitschko in that last round. Well, he's got Bambi legs walking back to the corner, but he's still in it.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
You had everything in the bag.
Nice round, good round, I like that, I'm happy. Just stay focused.
Get this boxing back together. Right, let's go out then.
Smart.
There's the bell to start round 10. You've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Punch, counter punch. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to fight it somehow.
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. That counter punch caught him clean. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Both men step back for just a moment. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like... Hold that thought! And this fight is over! And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
Are you okay? You're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.